From simple scripts to complex systems, programming paradigms are the foundation of software development. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll simplify popular backend languages like Python, JavaScript, and PHP by exploring key programming paradigms and how they are related. So, if you have been wondering how your favorite website or your favorite app works behind the scenes, it's all thanks to programming paradigms, the foundational and fundamental styles of writing code. Now, what are they? They are a way of thinking about and structuring code. Paradigms influence how we approach problem solving, design algorithms, and write our code. Imperative programming focuses on giving the computer explicit instructions step by step. It relies heavily on variables, loops, and conditional statements. For instance, if you have to make a sandwich, you'd say, get bread, get cheese, put cheese on bread, and so on and so forth. Declarative programming focuses on what to compute, not how you compute it. Functional programming is a subset of declarative programming which emphasizes pure functions, immutability, and higher order functions. For instance, a function to calculate the area of a rectangle would take the length and the width as inputs and return the area as an output. Object-oriented programming, or OOP. It focuses on modeling real-world entities as objects. They have classes, which are like blueprints for creating these objects, and the actual objects, which are instances of these classes. We also have major concepts like inheritance, where you create a new class based on an existing one. Polymorphism, where an object of a different class can be treated as an object of a common superclass. We also have encapsulation, which hides the implementation of details, and abstraction, which extends encapsulation. An example would be a car object, which might have properties like the color, the model, and will also have behaviors like starting, stopping, or honking. Now, when it comes to popular backend programming languages, Python is a multi-paradigm language. It supports the imperative, functional programming, as well as object-oriented programming. While it emphasizes on readability and simplicity, you can use for loops, which are imperative, to iterate over a list. You can also use list comprehensions, which is declarative, or generating expressions with expression generators. Python also uses object-oriented programming to create classes and objects. JavaScript, on the other hand, is primarily object-oriented and also functional. It is a flexible and versatile programming language used for both front-end and back-end development. You have while loops in JavaScript, which uses imperative programming, for instance, counting down from 10. You also have the use of higher order functions like map, filter, and reduce, which are all declarative programs, or even functional programming where you have arrow functions. Object-oriented programming is also present where you can use prototype-based inheritance. Now, PHP is originally imperative in nature, but it now supports object-oriented programming and functional programming to a lesser extent. While it is used for web development, you have, for instance, a loop to print numbers from 1 to 10, which is imperative programming. And you also have PHP being used to define classes and objects with inheritance. Now, I'll encourage you to subscribe to my channel to see how this is done in our next video. And if you think any of this is true, feel free to like and share this video with others to encourage them to learn. Leave a comment with your thoughts and questions, because by understanding these programming paradigms, you can then write more efficient, maintainable, and elegant code, experimenting with different types of approaches and choosing the right tools for your job. Now remember that this strong foundation in programming paradigms will empower you to tackle complex challenges and build robust software apps. But you also have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So, on that note, thank you for watching. And I am Vitus DK. You already know.